Hello. This is the first page of the book I wrote. Its title, Atlantis, Kurukshetra, The Great War of the End of the World, Mahabharata. My name is Androsux, and my goal is nothing less than demonstrate you that 2,800 years ago, there was in our planet a great war of very, very high technology, immense power, and very, very mad dimensions. How I will accomplish my goal? Um, Showing you two, two evidences, showing you two objective evidences, intangible evidences, evidences that you can touch. I don't know if accept. This is the mantilla that I made in 2004. It's the mantilla I have in my back. This mantilla was made a little before I made the first discovery with my partner, Mire Vargas Rosqueñas, and was taught by his father, Don Guido Vargas, a huge person. And he said, at that moment, quotations, this technique is very, very wonderful because you have as result patterns, figures, stills that reflects your soul. This is my tea I made the next day. Page of gratefuls, page with a poem of Walt Whitman, dedicatory to my little daughter Leo, and to all the. I extend this dedicatory to all the millennials who have the. I don't know if the bliss or the cures to know this, and to have this gift. And this is the part 1, New Universal History, and chapter 3, the ideogram of the destruction of Atlantis. And what you are seeing now, here is no secret, it's very simple. It's only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Internet is an Exupéry. It's a prologue again, and my prologue is said, and opens with a sentence of Stephen Hawking, who says about gaining knowledge. It may not even affect our lifestyle, but ever since the dawn of civilization, people have not been seen content to see events as unconnected and inexplicable. They have craved an understanding of the underlying order in the world. Today we still yearn to know why we are here and where we came from. Humanity's deepest desire for knowledge is justification enough. Da, da, da. And how will I accomplish my purpose with this, showing you these discoveries, presenting you these two discoveries. First, the discovery of the archaeological remains of the real temple palace of Atlantis, carried out in the company of the anthropologists Jorge Mire Vargas Rosquellas and Luis Gutierrez. These archaeological remains today are the Pedro Santos Vilca Hill. And two, the discovery of the greatest ideogram worked on the surface of the planet Earth is considered until now by 17 geoglyphs, and named Atlantis, Kurukshetra, the great war of the end of the war Mahabharata. Its enormous dimensions occupies almost the entire Andean central high plateau, and it's designed and made in function and around the Pedro Santos Vilca Hill. This document narrates ideographically the destruction of the power of Atlantis and the becoming of a war of extinction, Pedro Santos Vilca Hill, heap of rubble. So, what I will show you is an ideogram. An ideogram that is worked on all the surface. Bolivia, Peru, and Chile in South American continent. This ideogram, what is an ideogram? An ideogram is a graphical expression of an idea, of a concept. This enormous ideogram was have always been looking for thousands and thousands of people. But the fact that nobody has seen this before, I have seen it. What makes of this ideogram a parable? In Matthew 13 says, then the disciples came and said to him, to Jesus, why do you speak to them in parables? And he answered them, to you it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given. For the one who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. This is why I speak to them in parables, because seeing they do not see, and hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand. Indeed, in their case the prophecy of Isaiah is fulfilled that says, you will indeed hear but never understand, and you will indeed see but never perceive. And more, for truly, I say to you, many prophets and righteous people longed to see what you see, and did not see it, and to hear what you hear, and did not hear it. So it's a parable, and it's an enormous document, impossible to be replicated, impossible to understand, maybe. I don't know. It is an beautiful, so beautiful work of art. The next is the first geoglyph I will show to you. The first ideogram of this, the first geoglyph of this ideogram, the Pedro Santos Vilca Hill. As you can see, it's located here. In this geography, Popo Lake, Lakahawi River, and Paulaga's little town, Marcus River. And at the next diapositive, you will see Pedro Santos Vilca Hill outline. Hi, this is the Pedro Santos Vilca Hill outline in a picture by Jorge Mire Vargas and Andrew Miguel Sixvega in the 2004 year. As you can see, this hill has a shape of a cross, and so this hill is the first geograph or the set. This geoglyph in a shape of a cross has in his top one ceremonial pre-Hispanic platform in the shape of a cross, too, that I discovered in the first expedition in 2004. This platform was never identified by the experienced archaeologist that sometimes stand in the top of the hill, or any other investigator. This platform, nobody knows in the town of Pampolyagas about this platform. I discovered it, I announced it, and today the people of Pampolyagas celebrates the new Aymara New Year every year. The next geoglyph I will show is the Popo Lake. As you can see, has enormous similarities with a cougar's hunting. As you can see, it's a puma hunting, and a puma hunting is his paws, his belly, his belly, ears, complete hair, and his mouth, and this, in his mouth, and the puma's mouth, this point. So this is the second geoglyph I presented to you. The puma hunting and gobbling. What is gobbling this puma? If we mark with a cross here, and we make the exercise to go to the map, we discover that is Pampolyagas, the hill, the Pedro Santos Vilca hill, a hill with the shape of a cross. The puma is hunting a target marked with a cross. If this cross, if this hill made with debris of Royal Temple Palace of Atlantis was not here, if you put this hill here or here or here or here, all the ideogram is deprived for any logic. All of this don't have any sense. All I will show you don't have any sense if I move this cross from this place to other place. So you will see the particularity of this hill in the top, in the shape of a cross. That is that the stones of this hill was analyzed by two enormous experienced sculptors from Bolivia, from La Paz, Don Ramon Tito, with more than 40 years of experience in working the stones, and Edwin Aguilar, who with more than 20 years of experience. Look at that stone. These stones of the hill, and they look these photos and look this and analyze these examples, and look at this photo, for example, with a snake carved on the stone. They said, coincidentally, these are not simple and natural stones. They are industry. They were work of art, fractured parts from some ancient native cultures. The human work is very evident as the fractured places and in some parts the burned places. So it's very good if you see that diapositive more quietly. This is Tunupoyaga salt flat, nowadays Yuna salt flat. And this is Andean Central High Plateau. This is the third geoglyph of the set. Is Gea, Mother Earth, our planet's logo. And what is saying, what is making this figure? Notice of this, this is the outline in blue. Mark, this is a part mark a flag that is not here today because the erosion of the earth. And this is the figure complete, and this is the Tunupa volcano. I put this, and this with paint, and you can see an outline of a woman profile. This profile of a woman, what is making here? And the ideograms is making the next I will show you. It's looking to that plane. It's looking over there. And what we have here, what we found here? A Titicaca Lake. What is the Titicaca Lake? In Titicaca Lake, we found the fifth geoglyph, the big cat, Atlantis King's confederation symbol. As you can see as a cat here, photo, you can see the similarities. No? So it's the fifth geoglyph. What is making this cat in attitude to run and attitude to hunt? And this cat in attitude to hunt, to run to this position, is just blocked for this figure. But what is this figure? You will find in this figure the next. This figure is the Winnemarca, the Titicaca's minor lake. What is making this Titicaca minor lake confronting? It's confronting with the symbol of the Atlantis King's Confederation, with this. And I answered some millenary questions in this video, in this book. What is making is blocking the path of this big cat, and is confronting to him. Block the path of this big cat to go to defend Atlantis. So if we make this exercise to put the figure of the Tunupoyaga flat over the figure of the Winnemarca's Miner's Lake, we found these similarities. Hair doll, or something big in his head, something that get in or something that get out. The profile, something in his head, in his hands, the Tunupa volcano and the Kafia volcano, and wings in his back, wings in her back. So we found here the Tunupa's Vazio, the fourth geologist ideogram. And we will see what is going on here in the next diapositive. When we see the entire ideogram, and the Tunupa, the Gia, is looking how his Wazir, Winnemarca Lake, Minor Lake, is blocking the purpose of the big cat. But why this battle occurs. The next diapositive you will see corresponds to, I want to see that this place, what is this place? The low part of the Caribbean lake. And as you can see, look at these paws and eyes and ears and the torso. So this is the sixth geoglyph, the puma cat. The puma cat that's running off, protected by the Tunupas warrior that confronts armed with the Kafia Vulcano, his arm, confronts to the big cat to manage that this little puma's cub run off and goes where? Because this puma's cub has the attitude to run. Look at this, ears, eyes, and he's running up. This is the path, the road of puma's cub, escape and attack road, because this puma's cub becomes a young puma that gobbles the cross, the hill, artificial hill made with stones that marks the palace temple of Atlantis, the royal palace temple of Atlantis. Goes all this road to escape. So what we have here? We have here this parable, this beautiful work of art, this enormous document, impossible to be replicated, impossible to be falsified. So, absolutely, absolutely rightful. We have this ideogram. Remember, what is an ideogram? An ideogram is a graphical expression of an idea, of a concept. What is the concept of this ideogram? What is the idea? Remember to the geoglyphs that I have already made you perceive. The first, the Great Cross, the Pedro Santos Vilca artificial hill, a big pile of rubble arranged in the shape of a cross that has in his top that has in his top pre-Hispanic platform in the shape of a cross. 2. And know it at that moment, 2004, and know it by the inhabitants of the region and less by the academy. I discovered it in May 2004. The next geoglyph is the puma. The puma in attitude to hunt, in attitude to gobble, in attitude to swallow this cross, this point, the artificial hill, Pedro Santos Vilca. Very important. Please listen to me very carefully. If this cross was not here, the book I wrote and this video would not exist, and the complete ideogram would not exist. So, because is this exact position of this cross, the precise position of this cross, what gives all the logic to the entire ideogram, that gives all the logic to the whole ideogram. The third geoglyph is the Pachamama, the Gia, is the logo of our planet. In the ideogram, she commands an operation to destroy Atlantis. She is looking over there, where his wazir is fighting against this big cat. This big cat is the Atlantis King's Confederation symbol. It's a cat in attitude to run to this place. But this wazir, this Tanupa wazir, is fighting against him. But what is the mission of this wazir? It's fight against this cat to let this little puma cub sneaks up and run off and running until he reach his target, until he reach his prey, marked with a cross, the artificial hill with shape of a cross, Pedro Santos Vilca Hill, just in the puma's jaws. The cross that marks the heart of the Atlantean civilization, the cross that marks the exact place where 1700 years ago was located the royal palace temple of Poseidon, and where it was located this royal temple palace of Atlantis, the 2800 year, the century that this temple was destroyed in a great fratricidal war that occurred in the century in 2800 years ago. And I will demonstrate it in the next videos. And I will demonstrate you all my statements. I will demonstrate you that this is Kurukshetra. I will demonstrate you that this is an artificial hill made with rubbles with archaeological remains. And I will demonstrate you this, that we are not the most intelligent spies in all this multiverse, desolated multiverse we live in this beautiful blue point, our home, our unique and beautiful home. So my name is Androsux, and I waiting your opinions and your reactions. I have my phone cell and all my address, Facebook, Gmail, and all this information in the first page in this video. And I really appreciate your comments and your opinions. I say you goodbye from Oruro, Bolivia, the land of Urus, the land of Kurus, and this 7th February of 2018 year, in this third millennium. At the end, I am presenting you pages with conclusions I arrive with the information I am presenting to you. So I suggest you read these conclusions. So I wait your opinions and say goodbye to you to the next video. Goodbye.